Your dog is twitching in its sleep right now, legs running, making little sounds, chasing something in a world you will never see. For centuries, we looked at that and said, yeah, that's nothing, just random muscle stuff. Turns out, we were completely, embarrassingly wrong. In 1959, a French scientist named Michel Jouvet was studying sleep in cats. He found the exact same brainwaves in sleeping cats that humans get when they dream. Same signal, same pattern. A cat brain doing the exact same thing your brain does at 3 a.m. when you're dreaming about falling off a building. So he ran another experiment. He switched off the tiny cluster of cells that keeps the body frozen during sleep. The cats, still fully asleep, stood up, walked across the lab, hunted invisible things on the floor, arched their backs at threats nobody else could see. They weren't twitching. They were literally somewhere else, doing stuff, in their sleep. That was 65 years ago. What happened next is something most people have never heard. In 2001, MIT scientists put tiny electrodes into rat brains. They recorded exactly which neurons fired when a rat ran through a maze, a specific pattern, like a fingerprint of that experience. Then the rats fell asleep. The same pattern fired again, same neurons, same order, same speed. The scientists could actually tell which corner of the maze the rat was mentally running through at any given moment. The rat was not just sleeping, it was replaying its whole day, like a highlight reel, in its tiny rat brain. Okay, but rats are mammals, similar brain structure to us, easy to explain. So researchers went further. Zebra finches, little songbirds, brains wired so differently from ours that comparing them was considered basically pointless. A team found that while these birds slept, the exact neurons used for singing were firing, note by note, in perfect order. Young birds still learning their songs were doing it the most. A bird was literally practicing its songs in its sleep, rehearsing for a performance the next morning. Then someone decided to check octopuses. And this is where it gets genuinely weird. In 2021, researchers filmed sleeping octopuses for hours. Every 30 to 40 minutes, something strange started happening. Colors rippled across their skin. Patterns shifted. Textures changed. A full display running across their whole body while they were completely asleep. Octopuses change color when they hunt, hide, or communicate. But this display was aimed at absolutely nobody. No audience, no purpose anyone could see, just running on its own in the dark. The best explanation anyone has? The octopus was dreaming. Now here is the part that should genuinely bother you. An octopus does not have a brain the way we normally mean that word. 2/3 of its neurons are in its arms. Each arm basically thinks for itself. Whatever an octopus experiences when it is awake is not one stream of thought. It is closer to 8, loosely connected. And that thing dreams. The octopus did not inherit its nervous system from anything on our family tree. It took a completely separate path, 500 million years of evolution that had nothing to do with us. It has none of the brain structures we normally point to when we explain how consciousness works. And yet, there it is, asleep, putting on a private light show for an empty room. In 2021, a group of neuroscientists published a paper saying that conscious experience probably extends to all vertebrates, and likely to octopuses too. Not human-level consciousness, not self-awareness, just something. The basic fact of it being like something to be that animal. Which means your dog twitching on the floor is not glitching. It is somewhere. A park maybe. A morning walk it really liked, having a full experience that belongs only to it, that no human will ever see, that will disappear the moment it wakes up, every single night, in burrows and nests and ocean floors and the space under your couch. Something is dreaming. We spent centuries assuming we were the only ones this happened to. The data disagrees, and the more carefully we look, the more uncomfortable it gets.